the FB TV Weekly Highlights Show. We're back after the Easter break. And we're at Athowes Park for Capital League 1 action between the home side Centenary and Brisbane Knights. Harvey Cohen gets us underway in this match, and Centenary with first possession. Held here by Pike, just organising his troops. Oh, under pressure there from Coombs, and the goal has been scored here midway through the first half. Defensive error from the Brisbane Knights, and Centenary have taken full advantage. Pike, two minds out for Simic. Short touch, Keegan Bright. Johnny on the spot from the edge of the box and tucks it away for a 1-0 lead to the home side. This is Shepherd playing it on for Reid. Good touch on by Hairsine. Right there for Shepherd. Delivers a ball into the box with a back post for Mears. It's Sekulic that's there to score the equaliser for the Brisbane Knights. And shortly after, they're back on level terms at 1-1. The cross delivered in. Mears the original target. Poke on there for Sekulic. Unable to beat the Centenary defence. Heads drop. 1-1 at Athowes Park. It looks to have given the Knights some confidence and momentum. Going down was Redfern. Clutching at a knee, is it? Or lower leg? Harvey Cohen signals to the bench. And you can tell I'm not a doctor because it looks like it's more his ankle rather than the knee, a bit further down. Just being attended to here and helped back to his feet, and he's just holding that left leg up, so obviously some damage done. Here comes Centenary again, cut out. This side's just struggling to hold possession there. But now here's Coombs. The assistant's flags up for offside. And let's see if we can pick that up. And yeah, maybe just half a step too early there from Keith Coombs. Tall Bright there on the right, plays it back for his teammate. And again, the header on. And Pike did enough to put off that effort. And goal kick, despite the complaints from the Centenary players. Centenary unable to find the equaliser there. Reid in a contest there with Martin. Martin wins the better of. He's been tripped up. A few willing challenges going in there. Harvey Cohen rules the advantage. Wasn't going the way. You can see just tripping up Martin there was the Brisbane Knights skipper, Jay Reid. Trying to deny Martin making an attacking run. And again, it's Willing in the midfield. This time it's Mahanagic and Hairsine. A push and shove, nothing much in it, just boys being boys. Reid asserting his authority. Referee Harvey Cohen's just going to have to keep a bit of a lid on this. He's consulted with his assistant, and he's brought out Mahanagic and Jay Reid for a bit of a chat. Reid might just have to watch himself, already on the yellow card. Throw in here, and the Knights almost take the lead here for the first time in the match, denied by an Alex Schofield. Save on that occasion was Matt Mears. Good touch on the end from Schofield. Through there was Hairsine. Sorry, it was Schofield. Tall Coombs on there for Lee. Back for Schofield, hits the woodwork. So both sides with opportunities to gain the lead here in the last few minutes. Denied by the woodwork on this occasion was Jake Schofield. This is the Centenary keeper, Alex Schofield. Centenary trying to make progress down their left wing. Getting to the byline, waiting there was Bright. Just tucks it wide. So both sides in earnest, chasing the 3 points here. This is Geisman. Squares it. Oh, no, it'll be cleared effectively there by the home side and stays in. Onto the back post. There's Reed. And over the crossbar. Did it take a touch off a Centenary player? No. So 10 minutes to play. Still locked up. Mahanagic. Brought undone there by David McAvoy. And Harvey Cohen very strong in his instructions there. Mahanagic. Yeah, collected with that right foot diving off the ground. Free kick dinked in and cleared off the line by Shepherd. Centenary continue the attacking pressure here. It's getting a bit scrappy. And into the side netting by Bright, although it's taken a touch for Knights defender. Now claims of a penalty there. Was their hands in the back there? Harvey Cohen and his assistant didn't think so as Kelly Nistrom goes down. So corner this time to the Knights, cleared off the line. Well, the defensive unit's coming to the fore here. Still it's alive there for the Knights there for a while until Centenary cleared. At the back post, it was cleared away. So if not for the efforts of Woodwork goalkeepers and being cleared off the line, a few more goals in this match as Mahanagic tried to claim the winner. And on that evidence, and to be fair, the Brisbane Knights defence had stopped anyway, but the decision looked just a tad dodgy. Corner here to the Brisbane Knights in stoppage time. Delivered in deep, the header on, and the Knights have claimed it here at the death. Looks to be David McAvoy that's bobbed up and spoilt Centenary's Knights. You can see the corner played in. David McAvoy got the free header on it. And just when it looked like the honours would be shared, the Knights are going to come away with a valuable 3 points. Centenary trying in vain here. Had to send the ball long for the Hail Mary, but that's it. Brisbane Knights have claimed the win over Centenary Stormers by 2-1.
It's a massive year for Barden Latrobe Football Club as this year they celebrate their centenary.
So Rob, tell us about the plans that Barden Latrobe have got this year to celebrate their 100-year anniversary.
Well, Darren, we're looking to have lots of events that bring out the history of the club. Over the last few years, we've had quite a lot of new people come to the club, which is great. It's seen big growth, and so we're trying to just help them to see what the club's gone through over the 100 years that we've been on the Brisbane scene. And so mainly nighttime events, social events, culminating in with a big end-of-year event as well.
I understand you've made a big effort to dig up the history of the club.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot with the help of a few people, especially Peter Eadie and a few others, and mainly getting in touch with former players and managers and coaches has been the key. And their contacts have been, helped to get others and so on and so forth. And yeah, we've been really digging up a bit of history there. It's been pretty exciting.
Maybe let some of the people who haven't been with us for very long know that history, because it's been such a successful club over the years and such a big part of Queensland and Brisbane football. And we're going to culminate at the end of the year with a big fair and try and get people like to get the Brisbane Roar on board to come down and get involved, because with all the juniors that we have here as well, it's such a great part of grassroots football.
And if there is a Barden Latrobe old boy or old girl out there, what do you recommend they do?
Oh, get down to the club and watch a game, I think. Yeah, come down on a Saturday afternoon, local home game, and have a cold drink and watch some good football. And we've also got a Barden Latrobe Old Boys Facebook group, if anyone's on Facebook, that they can get on there and just join in with the banter and find out what's happening with the club.
Anyone in particular they should contact?
Probably Rob Wheeler, the president, or myself, Tim Lee, yeah. Or Ryan Taylor as well, the vice president.
So if you'd like to know more about Barden Latrobe's 100-year anniversary, call the clubhouse on 3369 9083 or bardenlatrobe.org.au. And now we're off for Flight Centre Premier League action. We've made the trip out to Eric Evans Oval at Bundamba in Ipswich. It's the home side, the Ipswich Knights, taking on North Pine, who have made the long trek over from Dacabin. Fairgreaves with the touch on. Chested control there by Kubayama. Back for Fairgreaves again. Looks up. Plays his ball into the box. Kubayama now. Into the left-hand upright, looked like. This is Wilson. Scored a memorable Westfield FFA Cup goal here last year. One for Peter. Peter, good ball through there for Levinson. Beats the keeper, Matt Bradley. And North Pine have scored within the first quarter of an hour through Morton Levinson. So Peter wrestling control of the ball. Good ball through the channel for Levinson, who managed to skip away from the defenders. No ball again. Levinson the target. Peter with the pressure there on Cullerton. Met by 3 Ipswich Knights players as Levinson looks to add to his tally. Denied by the woodwork on that occasion though. Could well have had a double there in the space of 5 minutes. Crossbar. Suspect on that occasion, and Wilson couldn't latch hold of the rebound. Here he is with the throw in for Peter. Looking up again with Wilson. Cross into the box. Just narrowly wide. It's been all Ipswich Knights so far. Andy Butler on that occasion, of course, making the trip up the Ipswich motorway from Lyons in the off-season. Claims of handball, not given by referee John Vasiliadis, as now North Pine have a chance on their hands. And you'd normally expect better finishing there by Jimmy Fairgreaves. And yeah, just couldn't slot it away. Maybe Baker did enough to cut down the angle. As North Pine launched this attacking raid from inside their defensive half. Now, should the advantage being played there? Just pause there for a moment to see if we could pick up the explanation by referee John Vasiliadis. Now, and he broke free, delivered his pass on for Fairgreaves, it was in the end, and North Pine might feel themselves aggrieved. I don't think there was an offside decision in there. That would have halted play. Anyway, it continues. Peter again for Andy Butler. Bradley off his line. And Heath saves the day. So the Grillers with a free kick. And touch off Baker out for a corner. Good free kick in here. The Wall tries to do their job. Baker is the last line of defence, able to tip it over the bar. So 1-0 as we head into second half action, the Ipswich Knights way. Here's Butler again, just couldn't miss or get his shot on target, miscued a little. Peter was in there, and there's a penalty being ruled. So Bradley goes over Peter to grab the ball. Referee is playing advantage. Obviously ruled that Bradley got too much of Emmanuel Peter there. And the yellow card dished out. So Emmanuel Peter here to extend the buffer. And Easy lives up to his nickname. Did that one pretty easily. And the Knights 2-0 up on the hour mark. To be fair, Grief delivering the cross in. And North Pine just can't find that goal to reduce the deficit and get themselves back into this match. Kubayama looks to have been deemed for the handball there. Wilson fouled in the process. This time the referee plays advantage. On for Peter and then Levinson. And Andy Butler denied by Matt Bradley there. So 20 minutes to play. Can the Ipswich Knights hang on here? They've won the under-16s, under-18s and the reserves so far today. So valuable club championship points. And this time Lucas Wilson looks to have put it beyond doubt with just over 15 to play. Lincoln Rule. Wilson looks to have beaten the offside trap. And from the 18-yard line, puts it past Matt Bradley. Knights, comfortable 3-0 leaders now. And North Pine with a bit of a say in that. Fairgreaves out wider there. Or can Baker hold on to it? He couldn't. And that one will stand. And North Pine giving themselves some late hope here. Jimmy Fairgreaves couldn't convert that opportunity in the first half. Was able to be pickpocket there. Baker in stoppage time, so uphill battle for North Pine to get a point out of this now. Played on by Russell. Unmarked man here is Brindle South. And perhaps North Pine are a chance here of stealing a point at the death. Jay Brindle South, unmarked, just had to use some ball control and able to put it past Matt Baker in the end, into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. And here a chance presents itself for Fairgreave, crucial hand from Baker. Sliding in was the North Pine player in Chris Cullerton in an attempt to try and get to the ball. He'd be booked in the process, acknowledges that it didn't quite get it right. Good hand from Baker, because if he didn't get a hand to it, maybe there was not enough speed on it to cross the goal line, but certainly some concern it would have been there for Ipswich Knights. Played long. That'll do it. Ipswich Knights are 3-2 winners over North Pine in this Flight Centre Round 6 Premier League match. So taking a look at the results from the Flight Centre Premier League, Peninsula defeated Capalaba 3-2, all those goals in the first half. We saw on the feature game that Holland Park defeated Logan. Lions were 2-1 winners at Albany Creek. East defeated Rochedale 3-0, as we've just seen. Ipswich Knights over North Pine, while Mitchelton defeated UQFC 4-2 on Sunday night. That means that Lions continue to lead the way. East in second with Mitchelton in third. Logan routing out the top 4. Club Championship table, I mentioned that Ipswich Knights picked up all 33 points this weekend. That lifts them out of the relegation zone to be replaced by Holland Park Hawks. Capital League 1, Brisbane Knights 2-1 winners against Centenary Stormers. So too are Grange over Wolves, a popular scoreline with Moggle recording the win over Mount Gravatt. Bayside United 3-1 over South, Taringa 3-0 over North Star, while Southside Eagles were comprehensive 7-0 winners against Pine Rivers. Bayside are 5 from 6. Taringa is still undefeated, while Grange Thistle and Southside Eagles make up the top 4. On to Capital League 2, Western Spirit 1-0 winners against Annalee FC. Acacia Ridge 4-1 over Pine Hills. Slacks Creek 4-3 against Ipswich City. The Gap demolished Park Ridge. New Farm defeated Redcliffe PCYC away from home, while Brisbane Force also claimed 3 points away from home. So that comprehensive victory sees the Gap remain top of now with a healthy goal difference. Acacia Ridge, New Farm and Western Spirit rounding out the top 4. Capital League 3, Maroondah were winners against Newmarket at home. So too were Barden Latrobe against Clairvaux. Virginia defeated the previously undefeated Toowong. Tarragindi in a tight one against Narangba, Westside defeated Jim Boomba, while AC Carina won on Sunday night against Ridge Hills. That sees Virginia go to the top of the table over Toowong, Tarragindi Tigers and AC Carina in 3rd and 4th respectively. Capital League 4, Bethania Rams 7-0 winners against Greenbank. St George Willawong were 4-0 winners against North Brisbane. Sanford Rangers made it an unhappy trek for Deception Bay on the way home. Caboolture were 9-0 winners against Brighton Bulldogs. And Kangaroo Point Rovers and Springfield were both winners away from home to the tune of 3-2. Logan Metro had the bye. So Bethania lead the way on 15 points, but Caboolture with a couple of games in hand and still undefeated. So too are St George Willawong in 4th. Between those two sides is Deception Bay. The Mount Franklin Women's Premier League, Peninsula 7-1 winners against Toowong, Mitchelton 4-0 over the Gap, Annerley 5-3 in a high-scoring affair against East. Pine Hills won at home against Olympic. Logan defeated South, while Capalaba was Sunday night winners. So Mitchelton are the only undefeated side and lead the top of the table from Logan Lightning, Pine Hills and Annerley. So coming up next week on FB Media TV, midweek we're out to the round 4 Westfield FFA Cup match between South United and Acacia Ridge. It's round 7 Flight Centre Premier League action. Mitchelton hosting Peninsula Power. On the highlights show, we see Clairvaux and Maroondah for the first time in front of the FB TV cameras, while we'll also capture the Flight Centre Premier League match between Lions and Logan Lightning. It doesn't stop there, there's FC 11 Super Youth League highlights, the round 7 under 12 and under 13 matches between Southside Eagles and Albany Creek.